Bitcoin is at like do and die level. Well, not exactly the do and die level, but it's more like if we do a breakout of this level essentially, which is right now I'm really impressed by the strength, then I think we can assume that Bitcoin will go higher, because then the probabilities of Bitcoin going higher once we do a proper breakout of this will be much higher. Then I think we should be expecting 82k to the minimum, but to be honest, we can even see the 90k. So this level is a very significant level, because this level, the proper breakout of this level determines what's going to happen in next couple of days. So, well, more like next couple of weeks, but this is the breakout. This is the level that you should be looking at, this value area high, because last time when we did a proper breakout of this, we went up like 13%. We went up from 74k to the 82k. And if we do a similar type of thing again, which was how we did here, if we do a similar breakout of here, then I think it doesn't hurt to believe that we will be heading for at least 83k or towards the 90k. So this is the level you should be watching at. But if we reject from this level, then I think it is very safe to assume that our next we are going to see a crash till 65k. So this was the monthly FEG. See what happened. This was the monthly FEG. See what happened. So why do you want me to assume that this time it will be different? I mean, can it be different? Yes, it can be. But again, what's more probable? Whether we're gonna, if you look at the history, what's more probable? A rejection from here or a bounce, or a breakout and a continuation? Of course, the rejection. So that is what I'm betting on. I am overall bearish on the Bitcoin. The structure remains bearish, so I am bearish. But if we do a if we do a shift of break of structure, which would happen around 83k, then I would turn bullish. That's it. I am simply acting upon the information that is presented on the chart, and that says that we are going lower. That FEG, this FEG, this is what happened when we came into this monthly FEG. This is what happened when we came into this monthly FEG. The entire midterm year, so imagine that this is a midterm year. So entire midterm year is a bear market. Like, this is actually real data, and I have tested this. I have it on other chart. Basically, sorry guys, the bear market does not end before a new year begins, before the midterm ends. Like literally it does not begin. The bear market does not end before the entire midterm year is completed, from January to the December. It does not end. So we are still like months away from the December. So there is no reason that for me to believe that it will happen different this time, because every time in the bear market, last two bear markets, 2022 was a year of midterm, right? I don't remember. Let me just look at this. Okay. Yeah, 2022 was also a year of midterm, and just look at this data. I'm just showing you 1 month. This was the January, the start of the bear market, and look when it ended. It literally ended on the first month of the 2023, which was January. The entire midterm year was a bear market, and literally the bull market began just when the year ended. And this happened in the last bear market as well. You can check it on the chart. I have looked at this. I just don't have it on this account. I have it on different account. So the January is still yet to be completed. Again, if I could go back in time, I would still do the same thing. I will follow my system, because trade the range until it's broken is the rule that I have followed in my trading journey, and it have worked great for me. Like, to give you the example, if I shorted here just because we were at resistance, if I shorted here just because we were at resistance, I would be profitable. Now same goes for the support. If I had longed here, I would be profitable. If I longed here, I would be profitable. The only time that I would have gotten stopped out would be this. And that's the same case here with the short, that if I shorted every time we came at the resistance, I would be profitable, and it would be only one time where I would have gotten stopped out. So yeah, look at this. So when I shorted Bitcoin earlier, I had a proper reasoning. I did not just place the limit and I decided to short. The Bitcoin, on the Monday, we made a high. And after the Monday, on the Tuesday, we manipulated that high and then we confirm the deviation. You can see that this was the Monday high, we swept it, we confirmed the AMD, and we were distributing. That's the only reason I took the short on the Bitcoin, because I waited for the lower time frame reaction. This is the exact type of setup that I want to see when we around this FEG. I want to see like an AMD being played out, like something like this, something like this, anything. Or what I would like to see is that I would like to see the break of a structure, something like this. So we will have a proper break of a structure, liquidity sweep at high. So I would need some sort of lower time frame setup to be formed before I take a short. So we're not just blindly gonna short the Bitcoin just because there's a monthly FEG. We are gonna wait for the reaction, but we are right now making a plan. And if you look at the history, the most obvious thing we should be expecting is lower. So I hope that summarizes and helps you get a better plan on the Bitcoin. Again, I'm just gonna end my analysis on the Bitcoin with the word that why should I believe different when last time we rejected, the last time we rejected. So why should I believe that this is different unless it is actually is? Why should I believe that? Why should I have an assumption that we are gonna go higher from here instead of rejecting? Why? I don't have a answer to that why. I don't have anything to fill that why. Just the structure is bearish. I think this is the trade which I should be like you guys should just curse me for this, because why didn't I long this? I did not personally long this, and I should have. This was an obvious trade. My system was screaming that this is an obvious long. How we are holding above this value area low so beautifully. Not even there was not even a sign of a single weakness on 15-minute time frame. Like let me show you if this my internet allows me to. Yeah, look at this. There was not a single thing that was telling me that we are going lower. We were sweeping the lows. The structure was overall bullish. Like usually what happens is that when you have a chop like this, you want to see a structure break, something like this. This is usually the sign that now that choppiness is breaking and now we will go lower. There was nothing such as. It was really strong on 15-minute. My system was screaming that I should long this, but I did not. I don't know why I did not do this, but I should have. I'm expecting lower, either from 72K or either from the 80K. It can be any of this level, but eventually I'm expecting lower. The only thing that will change my mind is a breakout of 82K. Break of a structure of the 82K. This will officially mark the change of a structure on a weekly time frame, on a daily time frame, and we will enter in a bull market. But of course, by the time it will be too late. That is why it is always advised that you accumulate Bitcoin on the spot at every lows. You should be accumulating Bitcoin at lows every time it crashes. I'm talking about the spot. I'm not talking about futures.